Hi everyone, thanks for joining in today. My name is Isabella Biss. I'm a content editor here at Start by WGSN. I'm really happy to have you here today. We're going to talk about a very interesting topic. And I'm tuning in from Sao Paulo, Brazil. I would love to hear uh, where you are right now. If you can drop a comment in the chat later on, I'll check it. So, okay, let's introduce the topic we're discussing today. So, the focus is how can we offer discounts without hurting or our image or reducing the value of our work when it comes to a fashion brand. So in 2025, with the economy under pressure and consumers being extra careful with their spending, discounting seems necessary, but it also comes with real risks. So in this webinar, we'll explore the difference between smart promotions and reactive markdowns and how we can connect with today's consumers in a way that keeps both sales and brand loyalty strong. So I'll show you real examples, new tools, and practical strategies that can help you rethink your discounting in a more strategic and brand-aligned way. Nice seeing you from India and South Africa. It's so great to have you here. I hope you enjoy this material. So quickly, let me introduce Start. So Start is a platform for fashion entrepreneurs that need quick and objective and assertive information on fashion. So we deliver easy solutions for you to stay updated with fashion trends and to create commercially successful products. By subscribing to Start, you have access to daily trend updates, also tools to edit your designs. We provide designs that are already ready for you to edit when it comes to especially women's wear. And also we have thousands of images published every day, every month from catwalks, trade shows, and retail, and complete masterclasses courses with market experts covering topics such as pricing and e-commerce strategies. So just to make clear when it comes to tools, we offer technical drawings that you can download and edit on your computer. And we also share content on trends, events, and inspiration daily on our Instagram. So follow us there at Start by WGSN. So we have this amazing discount of 10% off, especially for who's joining in today. So you can get 10% off with the coupon webinar 10 when you check in the platform. And also you can reach our team on WhatsApp using the link, the QR code in our screen. So, oh, another one joining from India. Nice seeing you. Nice having you all here. Thank you, guys. So let's start with the 2025 landscape so we can get a little bit of context before we start talking about strategy. So why this conversation matters now, why discounting without devaluing your brand matters now. We're living through a time where globally the prices are rising everywhere, from rent to food to fashion, and people are naturally looking for ways to spend less. That's why discount stores, resale platforms, and outlets are becoming more popular, especially with younger shoppers. At the same time, consumers are getting tired of long, never-ending sales, which means that big events like Black Friday They used to feel exciting, but now many people scroll past them because they see discounts all the time. Some might even feel skeptical when they use a 30% off if they know the brand raises prices before the sale. So this is why we need to talk about how to be smarter with our promotions and how to build trust while still encouraging sales. So what today's consumers really want? Today's shoppers aren't just looking for low prices, they're also thinking about purpose, identity, and even mental health. Gen Z, for example, is very price conscious, but also deeply cares about the planet, fairness, and feeling seen by brands. Some even feel guilty for shopping fast fashion, but they don't feel they can afford alternatives. At the same time, emotional fatigue is shaping how people shop. So many young consumers are dealing with stress and anxiety, and shopping can feel like a small escape. So when they do spend, they want it to feel smart and satisfying, like they made a good decision. This means your discount strategies should also make people feel empowered and respected, and not like they're just getting leftovers. So when discounting hurts your brand, it's tempting to run frequent sales, especially when you have too much stock or you need a quick cash flow. But doing this too often can actually create new problems. If your customers get used to constant discounts, they'll start waiting for the next promotion and avoid paying full price. So over time, they might even think your products aren't worth the original value, and that's a huge problem. You also risk attracting people who only care about finding the lowest deal, not about your design, your story, or your mission. So when that happens, it becomes harder to build a strong community around your brand. So that's why it's so important to be strategic and selective with discounts and use other tools to offer value without lowering your prices all the time. So let's begin with what happens before a customer even clicks buy. We had this 2025 landscape, and now we're going into the strategic part of the presentation. So before a customer even purchases, this is a stage where you build trust, you explain your value as a brand, and you create that emotional connection that makes full price purchases feel worth it. So build trust, not just desire. Add value without lowering prices. So the first strategy I recommend is focusing on what we call value added offers. So instead of giving a 20% discount, ask yourself, what else can I offer that feels like a reward but doesn't hurt my margins? For example, a small gift with purchase, or even early access to new products, or free express shipping, or a points-based loyalty program. So a small gift with purchase could be a try-on for a different product, for instance, or even a little gift. For instance, I bought recently a dress from a brand, from an upcycling brand. And with the dress in the box, they gave me a necklace. And I didn't order the necklace, I didn't pay for the necklace, but in the box, in the delivery box, in the package, there was a note that was telling how much they appreciated my purchase, and the necklace was a gift. So that is very considerate, and it makes the customer really pay attention to what they're receiving, and it makes them feel seen by the brand and valued by the brand. Also, A points-based loyalty program is great because if a customer really likes your the items you're selling, if they, after two or three purchases, they get access to a free shirt, for instance, that makes them feel like they're getting something out of this relationship. So it's very interesting to try these values that you add without actually needing to lower your prices. So these types of perks, they make customers feel special and taken care of. And when they feel appreciated, they're more likely to come back, even if you're not the cheapest option. This builds a stronger relationship and keeps your brand image intact. Use smart bundles to offer honest value. So bundles can be a powerful pricing strategy, but only if they're honest, well-structured, and truly beneficial for the customer. So instead of hiding discounts behind vague kits, make the value clear. Show how much the customer saves when they buy the bundle instead of the items separately. So the bundle is a kit, right? And when the brand is offering different items that can be bought together, it means it is a bundle. So instead of actually, many brands, what they are communicating is that if you buy three items together that have something in common, that you're getting a discount. But when you sum up all of the items separately, you're going to see that actually the value is the same, the price is the same. So it's very interesting to use smart bundles to offer honest value, which means that you're actually giving them a discount considering they're buying more than one item. And you as a brand, you are getting something out of it because it's not just one very interesting item that they're buying from you and that they're never gonna buy from you again, but it actually means that they're valuing your brand. So if you offer them something, a little bit of a discount, they might come back. They might feel appreciated. So this strategy works especially when the products naturally complement each other. It creates convenience and adds real value without pushing the customer toward unnecessary purchases. So bundles are also great for giving visibility to the lesser known items. You can include a slower moving product alongside a bestseller to introduce it to a wider audience, but only if the overall offer still makes sense for the shopper. And most importantly, be transparent. List the original prices of each item and the new bundle total. So when customers see the discounts clearly and feel that the offer is fair, they're more likely to buy it and trust your brand even more. And of course, the bundle has to have a significance, which means that you're not going to, create a kit with different items that don't make sense together. So it's supposed to create something like an outfit for the gym, for example. The next strategy is offer cost-saving options. So sometimes the customer wants your product, but the timing or budget just isn't right. And instead of pushing them toward a discount, you can offer more flexible ways to buy. For instance, start by organizing your store in budget-friendly categories. So create filters or even, menus that you can create something like under $30, and that's a page, or under $50 or $60, that's another page. So this helps people navigate without the pressure of a full price homepage. So if in the homepages they're already hidden with all of these, very expensive products, they might want to look for a discount code, or they might, go to another brand. So it's important for you to make it clear what are the options that you are offering that are more accessible when it comes to price. Another idea is to build an entry price product tier that is simple, accessible pieces that let new customers try your brand with less risks. So these items can be essentials, seasonal basics, or best-selling silhouettes in fewer colorways, which means that you don't have to, create this category inside your site that is about the price, but you can create a category that is about the basics or the essentials, and the customer who is looking for something a little bit more accessible will definitely click on this part of the site. You can also offer flexible payment options, from installments to one-time incentives, like a small discount for choosing faster payment methods. This is particularly very common in Brazil. We have a transfer method that is instant. It's called PIX, P-I-X. And of course, you have the option to pay in credit card, and you also have the option to pay with this instant payment, the PIX. And when the customer is paying via PIX, of course, the brand is, for them, it's even better that the payment is instant. So they offer something like 5% off or 10% off when it comes to the price in credit card. Then you don't get that discount. So these are subtle but effective ways to make the purchase feel more manageable without touching your pricing strategy. And finally here, if someone builds a thoughtful cart or completes a coordinated look, so if they're buying, if they're adding many items in their cart, or they're selecting items that create a coordinated outfit, reward that behavior. Offer a small coupon for future use, not to push another sale, but to encourage planning and reinforce a positive buying experience. So you, for instance, if they choose same color items, if they choose a shirt that is, light pink, and they choose a skirt that is light pink, you can automatically either add a discount or send them a coupon for a next purchase with, it might be a light pink jacket, for instance. The next strategy here is to explain your prices and earn respect. So in today's world, people are more skeptical of brands that hide information, especially when it comes to pricing. But if you explain your costs, so how your materials are sourced, who makes your clothes, and why something costs what it does, you shift the conversation from why is this expensive to this is worth it. So many brands are already doing this. They publish full breakdowns of their prices, their environmental impact, and production. So this level of openness builds deep respect and loyalty. And when you do offer a discount, people are more likely to understand it as a thoughtful decision, not a desperate one. So you can really appreciate the price you're paying for something if you know how valuable it is. This is the lesson here. So move old stock with intention. So let's talk about what to do with past collections or leftover stock, which is a common challenge for small fashion brands. So you can embrace the value of time. You can, which means that you can create a dedicated space, like a tab on your site or a separate promotional campaign where you explain that the products are from previous collections. This approach doesn't devalue the items. It frames them as part of your brand's evolution. It's also respectful to the customer who understands they're accessing something unique at a better price. Separating this experience from your main storytelling, whether through a landing page, a pop-up, or an alternate feed, helps protect the perception of new collections. So you're giving a better price to old collections because you're moving on to a new collection. You're not treating the customer in a way that they might feel that they're missing a discount on a new collection, because they know that when you're releasing a new collection, you're going to maintain the prices at a full price, and only the old collections are getting discounts. So it also supports budget-conscious shoppers who appreciate honesty and love a good discovery. The message here is, this is not a clearance bin. It's not, that you're discounting everything and you want to clean everything out, but it's a curated archive of special pieces of the brand that you still appreciate, but you're giving a discount so other people can have access to it. The next strategy and last strategy here before the purchase is to create urgency without overwhelming. So scarcity, when used carefully, can create healthy urgency. For example, a 48-hour flash sale with a clear purpose can feel exciting. Or you can launch limited product drops available only to email subscribers or followers on a specific platform. But be careful, this is very important, to not overdo it. Constant urgency can exhaust people and can reduce trust. The key here is to plan ahead, communicate clearly, and offer real value behind each time-sensitive moment. So less can truly be more here. Okay, now let's move to the moment of the purchase when the customer is actively considering buying. This is a key moment where uncertainty often blocks full price conversions. So help customers buy right the first time. Many returns and abandoned carts happen because customers don't feel sure about what they're buying, especially when shopping online. The good news is that small brands can solve this with good communication. Start by offering very clear size information, add actual measurements like bust, waist, length. Tell people what size the model is wearing and how tall she is, so they can compare with their own body. Also describe the fit and the material. Is this item loose or is it fitted? Is the fabric soft, stretchy, or structured? If the item is transparent or has a hidden zipper, for instance, say that on the description. And finally, share how to care for the product. Show how to wash, whether it needs ironing or not, or if it should be air dried. These small details help people trust your brand and avoid returns. Prevent returns with better communication. So one of the best ways to reduce returns is to avoid uncertainty before the purchase even happens. A powerful and free tool is using your past customers' feedback to guide future ones. Many brands today summarize reviews with notes like true to size or runs narrow. You can do the same even manually with a quick system that tracks feedback and adds it to your product page. Another strategy is to include short, friendly messages that make the shopper pause and reflect. For example, right after they click add to cart, an automatic message can pop up saying check your bust and shoulder measurements before buying it, or this item is oversized, size down for a tighter fit, or of course it can be in the description. So these reminders, they make the buying process more conscious and they reduce impulsive orders that often lead to returns. Also consider highlighting helpful reviews, especially those that describe fit, fabric feel, or how the item behaves after washing. So this build trust and help the shopper imagine the experience, which leads to better decisions and fewer returns. Offer human support even at night. Another way to increase full price sales is to make sure your customer feels supported at every step. Offer an easy way for people to reach out, a quick message on WhatsApp, for instance, Instagram, or your site. Many people shop late at night, and I'm definitely the one that does that. Which is during their free time, of course. So if they can't get an answer when they need it, they'll likely leave the site or wait for a discount later. And of course, in using WhatsApp or Instagram and replying quickly on these platforms is great because this is where the customer is at. So that they don't have to keep waiting on your website for the reply, but they are they get a notification when you reply them on these apps. You can also prepare frequently asked questions on your and add a tab on your website to answer things like how long does shipping take, or can I exchange it if it doesn't fit, or does this fabric stretch? So these answers can be shown right on the product page, for instance, or you can add a highlight on your Instagram page as well. So small brands, they often have the advantage of being more human and close to their audience. And that's something people are willing to pay for. And it's not like you need a whole team to do that. You can keep an eye on your phone. So if you get a notification on Instagram, for instance, at 8 p.m., you can take a few minutes to reply to them if it's possible, of course. So now we're moving on to after the purchase, which is the focus here is to retain value and build loyalty. So this is our last section, and it's about what happens after the purchase. And this part is just as strategic as the sale itself. This is where the long-term strength of your brand really grows. So churn returns into loyalty, not losses. So even with better communication, some returns will happen, and that's okay. The key is to have a return policy that protects your margins while respecting the customer. So you can offer a full refund only for the first 7 days, for instance, and then in some countries, it's possible to switch to store credit or exchange only during the last days to complete a whole month. Another great tactic is to reward the choice to exchange. For example, give a $20 $10 coupon if the customer chooses to exchange instead of return the product. It feels like a win-win. They keep shopping with you and you reduce loss. So, of course, this depends on the policy of every country, but if you're in your country, this is possible. It's a great opportunity. Also, offering store credit instead of cash refunds can help you retain the sale, especially for discounted items. I have had this experience recently when I the item that I bought didn't really fit, so I asked for a return, and then after they received the item, then they sent me an email in which they gave me different options. So of course they had the option of a refund, but that was the last option they offered me. Before that, they offered me store credit, and they actually added a description, a comment saying that it would be better for me if I opted for this for store credit, because then I would have it immediately, and when it would come to a refund, for instance, it might even take a month for me to get it on my credit card. So it's interesting how being transparent to your customer and giving them different options, it might make them actually choose for what's better for your brand as well. So in this case, I opted for the store credit, and I wasn't intending on it at first. But with this email and seeing how it would make it easier for me to get the price that I paid, get value from it, I opted for the store credit and chose another product. And they even offered me a coupon after that. So it was great. I felt like I was winning something. The brand definitely felt like they were winning something as well, because instead of losing a purchase, they actually maintained my interest in the brand. And if your system allows, track behavior gently. So if someone returns too often, maybe limit future return options or show a message like, "We noticed frequent returns. Do you need help choosing the right size? Talk to us." So a thoughtful return policy doesn't just reduce loss, it reinforces your brand's values and protects your relationship with the client. And of course, it's very important to check your country's return policy before choosing any strategy. Okay, this is our last slide on strategy. So reward loyalty, not just spending. One of the smartest way to reduce reliance on discounting is to build a system of rewards that makes customers come back, not just for the price, but for the experience and for the brand. So loyalty programs are a great way to do this, especially when they go beyond just points for spending. Think about rewarding, for instance, actions like writing a review, referring a friend, or posting about your product. The goal is to turn one-time buyers into loyal fans who feel connected to your brand. And when customers feel valued, they're less focused on discounts and more focused on the relationship. And of course, here, the examples for what these rewards might be, it could be getting a gift, or it could be when we talked about the bundles, for instance, and getting a future discount for some items that are connected to that customer specifically. Okay, so to wrap up, let's walk through these key takeaways you can use when reviewing your price strategy. So don't discount just to sell, discount with purpose. Ask yourself, is this markdown solving a problem, clearing space for newness, rewarding loyalty? If not, it may be costing more than it brings. The second one, be transparent about your price and be confident in what you offer. Today's consumer is value driven. Share what goes into your price, such as materials, time, ethics, and let that justify the number before the discount even appears. Third one, help people buy what truly matters to them, not what they didn't plan for. So guide your shopper toward intentional shoppers. Use fit guidance, full looks, full outfit suggestions, or curated collections that reflect how people actually live and dress. Fourth, use returns, rewards, and bundles as tools to strengthen trust, not eat away at your profit. For example, create bundles with real savings logic, set smart return windows, and offer credit that keeps customers in your ecosystem. Fifth, give flexibility when it counts. That might be installments, entry price options, or seasonal offers based on real purchase behavior, not broad promotions that train shoppers to wait. And sixth, and finally, when done right, value is what keeps people coming back, not the discount. So think long term. Build systems that support relationship and reputation, not just conversion. Thank you for staying until now with me. I really appreciate your time and your attention. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can drop a message in the comment section. And if you like it, of course, I would love to hear what you thought of the presentation and what you would want to hear from us for other presentations and what you want to learn from us. Don't forget our discount for everyone who is here. You can add the 10% off coupon to your cart. Let me go back to that just in case someone missed it. Let's go back to that at the beginning. There you go. So our coupon is webinar 10. This is a special one for whoever is on our webinar. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Have a great end of the day, everyone. And have a great day, depending on where you're at. Oh, thank you. That's great hearing from you. Thanks, everyone. See you next time. Bye.